Today I've added the Scene Explorer to the editor, and here it is in all its glory. You can do selections from the editor, you can also do multi-selections, and if you can create an object, of course it'll show up in the Explorer, like so. And the objects are sorted alphabetically. You can also delete from the editor, like that, and you can do multi deletions, either hitting the Control key or the Shift key. I've also added a context menu, which gives you some options for whatever object you've selected. So for example, you can rename this to Test Light. And again, it'll be sorted alphabetically. Another thing you can do is, let's say you're somewhere in the scene and you want to focus on a particular object. So you can either do it through the context menu or also just double click, and there it'll focus the camera on the object you're interested in. And again, the context menu is active when you select an object. So I could lock this object if I wanted to. And here you'll see it turning red. What that means is I can't modify the object in the editor because it's locked. So if I try to move it, I'll be unable to do that. And I can unlock. And you can also do this for multiple objects. So if I lock them, they'll all be locked. And again, I can't move any of these objects. Also, undo works for anything that you do in the Scene Explorer. So if I wanted to undo that, it's fairly easy. And now everything moves, or at least what I've selected. Now I'll move on to the layer membership. So that again is active by using the context menu, and that will show you what layers the object belongs to. In this case, the object doesn't belong to anything, so I can just add the object. I'll show you later what that means. Okay, this one belongs to some. So essentially, any objects that belong to a particular layer, if you go into the Layers tab, you can do actions on them. For example, I can turn certain objects that belong to the Cockmunch 69 layer on and off. I can also do multiple selections, so if I want to select all the objects in that layer, I can. And I can also lock the items. So if I go into the Explorer, the objects you've selected are now locked, so if I were to try and move them, I can't. And again, I can unlock from here. So pretty much I've hooked up everything with the editor, so the layers are working with the Scene Explorer, and the Scene Explorer is working with the layers. I also made a change to the UI where I removed the tab widget that I had up here before. It just was just superfluous, and I think this looks much simpler. And it's just a neater design, and I really wasn't interested in coding another text editor or an image viewer. It really didn't seem to add anything to the editor. So the next feature that I'm going to implement is the Properties tab down here, and I'll upload another video when that's done. Thanks, and bye.